wanted every night, Fury, except yours. Hand him over.
I will never give him up.
Then I will destroy everything you love.
We are no longer safe here. We all have to disappear, completely off the map. We have to fight for their freedom.
So, what are you gonna do about it?
Suit up, gang.
Yeah, man. What a wonderful trailer that was right there. Probably the longest trailer we ever played. How to Train Your Dragon, the hidden world, which is in theaters February 22nd. We got a special guest here, DB. You want to do the honors?
I think I have to because he probably, well, I'm sure he's not aware of this, but he played in a movie called She's Out of My League, and it really hit home with me because I was an actual TSA agent.
For real?
I'm not
Jesus
bullshitting you.
Christ.
Yeah, so
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
No, that movie gets a lot of love from TSA guys. It makes airport travel far more convenient.
Definitely. So. You and TJ Miller did a great job of making us feel exactly the way we did whenever beautiful women went through the airport because we always felt that they were out of our league. And
thank you. Thanks for the kind words.
Yeah, so that movie, I mean, knocked up Tropic Thunder when you played Sandusky with that incredible cast.
Sandusky, wow.
Yeah. And you're also not aware that we went to go see This Is the End. All of us went to go catch that
damn.
in theater.
Really?
And I think you scarred Sway for life when the big demon with the dick at the end and all that stuff. And
awful.
Yeah. But now you're a part of this amazing franchise, How to Train Your Dragon, and Part 3, The Hidden World, which is in theaters this Friday, like Sway mentioned. Please welcome Jay Baruchel.
Thank you.
Baruchel.
Thank you very much.
What up, Jay?
Jeez. That's a lot of applause.
Well, you know, man, it's frightfully
Whoa, what the hell? But there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's about 6 people in here.
Happy you're here,
That's
Jay.
amazing.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there it is, man.
More!
Jay Baruchel, ladies and gentlemen.
Silence. All right,
There you go. That was dope, man. That was dope, man. Hey, yeah, man. I was scarred by the
demon penis.
The giant penis. I didn't. And then these guys were cracking up in the theater when they saw it, and I was just trying to understand. Like, you're laughing now. They was like snort coughs. And I figured, like, I was like wondering what this Seth, Jay,
something about it got stuck in your head.
Yeah. You know.
He wasn't expecting it.
I wasn't expecting. I didn't have a.
No, I mean, fair enough. It would be a weird thing to expect to walk into any movie expecting that. But yeah, it's horrendous. It's a big old demon dick.
Was there any really multi-layered meaning behind that symbolism of the giant penis that I missed? Maybe, I don't know.
I don't think you did. I don't think there's. I think it's pretty much all out there. I think that's exactly your reaction is the correct one.
That was the right one, right?
Yeah, 100%.
No, but I did walk away from it because we saw who came with us to see the.
A bunch of us came. I think we all went.
And then we went to the premiere, right?
Well, we went to the premiere of Sausage Party, and then afterwards we went to the. After party after that, and then we saw Seth and James and who else was there? Jonah, the whole crew.
Jay wasn't there.
No, Jay wasn't.
Jay wasn't there. No. And DB's a big fan. So, and I want to ask you this, man, because we went around and we know some folks, so we're in the party.
Yeah.
And we saw those guys all up on the side, and it just seemed like nobody was approaching the people we were there to see. Right, so I was like, well, these dudes are mad cool, man.
We've had them on the show.
We got them on the show. Let's walk over there. So we went to walk over there, and it was just like the.
Don't even think about it.
Yeah, it was like the Mexican border wall was in between us and.
Oh God!
And it was like, and we kind of watched from the side.
Oh Jesus!
What does it take to become a member of their crew? Like, how did you become cool with Judd?
You're asking the wrong guy, man.
Okay.
Because listen, I'm not in a bunch of that shit, right?
I noticed that.
Pretty much just knocked up, and this is the end.
This is true.
That's it. So that's not an accident.
But you're good friends with Seth.
No, that's my boy. I've known him since I lived with him when we were both 18. To me, he's effectively blood. I'd kill somebody for that guy in a heartbeat. But that doesn't necessarily mean I'm chilling at those parties or any of that shit. And
he feels like us.
I just rather stay back home in Canada. And and I suspect I was particularly not invited to that one because I was present. I'm almost certain I was present when they conceived of the idea for Sausage Party, and I told them I thought it was a terrible idea. I owe them my candor, and I said,
you gotta be truthful.
I gotta be honest, like that's they would expect nothing else. So I think that's probably why you didn't see me
I didn't
there.
see you at Sausage Party.
No,
All right, cool.
No.
Okay, cool. So you thought it was trash.
I haven't seen it. I don't know. Maybe it's. I haven't. I didn't. I haven't seen it. So
It's been out for years.
Yes, I know. I'm aware. I know what movies are out. But yeah, it's not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. And I'm not telling tales out of school either. Right? It's the same shit I said to them.
You say it to them, right? You're more of a How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World type of guy.
Specifically
Yes.
yes. In fact, yeah.
Yes.
That's an amazing fucking segue, buddy.
You like that?
Yeah.
Bring it home, baby. That's where we at. That's where we are right now.
The cup is coming home.
Here we go. It makes sense somehow.
Yeah. So speaking of which, there's a new movie coming out.
We have Hiccup here with us.
Yeah, indeed you do. Indeed you do.
I'm going to go ahead and be. You deserve my honesty too. I have not seen any of the movies.
That's
yet.
absolutely fine.
Okay, good.
You said that like I would take issue with that. Listen, I am not remotely offended by what movies people watch. Well, that's not true. There are some movies that I find out they watch that shit. Like, you watched the Chuck Berry videotape? That's horrible.
Did you watch that?
But
you saw that?
That's why would you see that? No, I didn't see it. But no. But
The Chuck Berry sex tape.
But I'm saying I never seen it. But if someone tells me they saw it, I can't help but judge them. That's what I'm trying to say. But that you didn't see these movies, no big deal to me at all, man.
Okay, cool, good, man.
Not at all.
What if I saw the Chuck Berry?
It's a different story. It's like, you can watch all sorts of shit, and you chose to spend time watching that. It's like a big old world out there, all sorts of stuff to get up to. And this is,
Lord.
Yeah.
Do you like the appeal that this sequel, that this trilogy?
Wanda's uncomfortable because Wanda saw it.
It's a hard pivot.
You want me to be truthful? Sway told me about it before I even knew about it. So I had to find it.
12 in the house.
12. That's the white Takashi.
There's a bus coming. You just chucked you right the
Sorry.
fuck under.
I tried to show them, they wouldn't watch it, but
No, that's good. I don't want to see it either. I don't need to know.
It's nothing you want to see, trust me.
No shit.
But this trilogy, though, let's get back to
Yeah. That's something I did watch.
yeah. It's appeal to kids. I like doing things that appeal to the younger generation. Does that play a factor in why you would do a role like this, or was it just a script?
So it's like, it's a good movie is a good movie. Number
Okay.
one, it sounds, I'm sure, like a bit of a hokey kind of cop out answer, but I think that's true on balance. Yeah. And but the added benefit is if you think back to how you like stuff when you're little. Nothing in your adult life compares to that. You love it in this pure, all-consuming way that you remember your whole life, and you remember, oh man, when fucking Voltron or whatever came on TV, man, that was like the coolest shit in the world to me. And so, it's an incredible honor to be even kind of a part of that memory for a bunch of kids, man. Yeah. And so like, especially when you do, every movie. There's no guarantee. It's a bit of a crapshoot. You have no idea if people are going to dig it or not. And so, like, I was proud of the first movie, but no idea if it would, like, connect, and certainly didn't anticipate the, like, global phenomenon it's become. And so, like, and now kids that were little when the first one came out are, like, pretty much almost graduating high school or whatever now. And so that's a kind of a cool thing to have been a part of someone's whole childhood. That's the kind of the reason you do it, right?
Yeah, I agree, man. I'll give that man a round of applause again. Jay Baruchel. No, I get that. That's a lot, and for me, a lot of these type of films. I got a 20-year-old daughter, but when she was younger, I used to watch a lot of animations, and for me, you may not realize it, but it's a great tool to bond with your kids.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And
sure.
It's always some messaging in these type of animations, right?
Agreed, completely.
So, do you have kids?
I don't.
You don't?
No.
Okay, great. All right.
What's happening?
No, I just love this dude, man. I'm just gonna ask you whatever at this point. Would you have kids though? That's in your future, man?
Yeah, I look, it's really more of my fiance. That's a question. Like I love and would, but I don't have to do the heavy lifting like she would. So,
this is true.
So I kind of defer to her. But it's something we talk about, and it's something that's kind of important to both of us, it seems. So, yeah, I know. I'd love to have a kid. Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Feel like you'd be a fun dad, Jay.
Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. You know what I'm wondering, Jay? As a slight pivot, because when you mentioned how you like being at home in Canada, how much of your career at this point do you think you would give credit to networking for?
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's wow. Literally the first time I've ever been asked that question. I don't know, man. It's like a significant portion of, I think, this business, but I suspect most, is like relationships and who you know and making good and getting along with people so that, it comes time they don't hate you or whatever. So I suspect a certain chunk of it. But I also... Yeah, I also like to think that I just got some gigs too, But I'm fortunate that kids that I kind of came up with are still doing their thing, which is kind of like, that's real cool, and I'm real proud of that. That's really, really a cool thing. But I try. I don't know why this question made me so uncomfortable, but I try to just approach it. No, there are no talking points in the PDF about this one, but I think it's like I just try to. Someone says, "Hey, we're thinking of you for this thing. Do you think it would be cool?" And I just try to ask myself some real kind of what might seem like hokey questions, which is like, would I actually go to see this thing?
Right.
Is it with people that I get along with or I'm a big fan of and would get a chance to work with them, And is this going to be a meaningful way to spend my time? Because sometimes these things take time. And if you're miserable, that 6 months feels like 2 years, or that 2 months feels like 6 months. And so that's kind of my criteria.
Yeah.
If that's an answer. I don't know if that's
I'm here for
cop-out answer.
I like that answer. All right, we got Jay on the line from Florida. There's a lot of Jays in the room. Jay, what up, baby?
Jay.
Hey, Sway, Heather, love the show. Jay, all I'm going to say is, man, my son absolutely loves dragons. That was
amazing.
the first movie that he saw. We went to see the preview screening a couple weeks ago.
And did you dig it?
Yeah, man, it was amazing. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but it just makes no sense to me. DreamWorks has to be the dumbest motherfuckers ever to take a series like that and only do 3 movies and stop.
Jesus.
What the fuck? That makes no sense to me.
So yeah,
I'm more mad about it than my son was. And then the last question, and Sway, you need to help me out on this.
Okay.
Why is it that the black man had to have a white woman come save him in the movie? That I'm kind of feeling, why couldn't it have been a dragon instead of a white dragon?
The How to Train a Dragon got a what? What did it got? Say that again, Jay.
The black man got a white dragon at the end of the movie.
What is this, like King Kong or something, man?
Hey, listen, it's out there. I don't even know what she's called now. But
am I meant to field this one? I'd rather not.
That was for Sway. But but you feel me though?
Yeah, so Sway, why is it? The movie you haven't seen.
We got to get this supremacist mentality out of Hollywood, dog.
Oh my God.
Well.
I don't know. Listen, man, I have yet to see the movie.
What I'll say to the first...
There's a black and white dragon?
Yeah.
But it's not as extreme as he's making it sound.
Did you get that from there? Is it...
Toothless is a black colored dragon, and then you have a light fury, which is a white.
But the black dragon is toothless, dog?
His name is Toothless. Oh, man. It's getting deep.
What I'll say to the other thing he said, which is he liked the movie, so that was good.
He wants another one.
And to his why would we stop now? I think we'd rather be the Smiths than U2 any day, right? And so I think you go out and leave them wanting and have them. Yes, I did.
I like you shitted on Bono right there. Right? Who does that? I like to think I haven't seen the movie, but I'm sure there's various different colors of different dragons in it, right? It's not just black and white dragons.
Fair
I'm sure
assumption.
some green dragons in there, some purple dragons. Hey Jay, man, I think you gotta look past the animation on that one, man. I didn't.
All right, love y'all.
All right, man, love you. All right,
That was easy.
could have been color correction was off. Who's to say?
Yep.
DreamWorks.
All right, Jay, how's your visit so far, man?
Yeah.
You enjoying yourself?
No sweat pouring.
Well, we got
down
one more game
Living
for you.
the dream.
We got...
All right, let's do it.
All right, but let's take a caller. Hold up, man. D'Angelo from Maryland. Go ahead. What you
Hey,
want to say?
D'Angelo.
What's up, Sway? What's up, Heather, Tracy, the whole crew, the Road Warriors in the house, you know what I mean?
Hey.
What's poppin'? Hey, Jay, what's good, fam?
How are you?
Pretty good. So, question for you. In your movie, This Is the End, it seems like your character in that movie is the same person you are in real life. Are that character and you kind of, or did you really just play yourself in that movie?
You're not wrong, man. It's definitely it's not a million miles away. It's not a million miles away at all. So
no doubt.
chances are, if I was being crabby about something in there, I'm probably crabby about it in real life too.
I feel you on that.
Hey, D, you a citizen, man.
Sway in the morning. Stay safe.
Chris in Tennessee. What you want to say
What
to
up,
Jay?
Chris?
Hey.
Man, what's up? What's going on? How y'all doing this morning?
How are you?
I'm doing good. Hey, Jay, man, I just want to tell you thanks, man. My son started watching this franchise back in like 2010 when he was a kid.
Awesome.
And here in Memphis, man, they had the early screening on the 2nd, but we couldn't find a ticket anywhere. I drove this kid 3 hours to Nashville to see this movie,
Are you
man.
serious, man?
3,
Holy
and
smokes.
they only had one showing at 3 o'clock. We left out at 11, got there at 2:30, got into the movie. It was a packed house. He loved the movie. My son is 17 years old now.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's awesome, man. Thank you. That's commitment, and
Loved it.
I appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words as well.
Man, he loved it. I'm talking about at the end of the movie, he was boo-hooing. He hates to see this franchise come to an end.
Well, that makes me happy. So do we. But rather it end. I'm sure he'd rather it end the right way, right?
Yeah. He loved it how it ended.
Hey, when he boo-hooed, did you put a pacifier in his mouth, Chris?
Man, you know what, Sway? I want to punch his ass in the chest. But now, you know what? I'm like, you the grownest kid in here, yo. But, it was sweet.
All right, man. Hey, Chris, you a citizen, man.
Sway in the morning.
You're bringing families together, Jay.
I'm trying,
You're bringing
man.
families together,
That's
man.
what I mean. And I'm not remotely sarcastic. That's the cool thing. Like, it's not every movie I'm a part of that has that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
That people do that for and like go with their families. Like, that's the best, man. That's the best.
I just want to ask real quick because Hiccup lost his leg in the first film.
Yeah.
And so, speaking of like bringing families together, have you noticed that it has impacted kids who have lost legs or
in
limbs?
a big way? Yeah. It because I don't know that there's another one, right? And if you're a kid who loses a limb or is born without one or whatever, you're not accustomed to seeing yourself in these movies, right? And so I think it's like it's a pretty special thing. It's a hugely special thing, and and I don't have the words to quite articulate how awesome that is to again, I don't draw him. I didn't write that story. All I do is talk in front of a microphone like I'm doing here, but to own even 10% of that's a really cool thing. Yeah.
Jay Baruchel is here, man. How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World is in theaters February 22nd. He is from Canada. What part of Canada were you born in?
So I was born in Ottawa. I grew up in Montreal, and I live in Toronto now.
Hence, the game we have for you today is called
Know Your Canadians.
All right.
There's an old saying that goes, you can't know where you're going until you know where you've been. Well, that saying has absolutely nothing to do with this quiz. We just want to see how well Jay Baruchel knows his fellow Canadians.
All right.
Right now, on Sway in the Morning.
All right.
Man, this is bigger than an Oscar right here.
All right, let's give her.
All right, so I'm going to throw some descriptions at you of some famous Canadians, and you have to try to guess who it is, all right? Let's start with the easy one. This actor lost 30 pounds to play a hornet.
I guess Seth. Yeah.
Yes, you are correct. Seth Rogen.
Seth
from
Rogen, all
Vancouver.
right.
All right. This musician holds the record for most charted songs on Billboard and is the highest certified digital sales singles artist ever in the United States.
Dear God, and that's a Canadian, is it?
He is.
It's not Bryan Adams,
Look
is
at
it?
Heather. Look at
No.
Heather.
Oh, is it Drake?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, Drake.
Is that your guess?
Figures.
Yes. All right, Drake.
Good, good.
All right, number 3. This model and actress was inducted into the Canadian Walk of Fame and was married to Tommy Lee and Kid Rock.
Oh, that's Pam Anderson.
You are
I
correct.
did not know
From
she was Canadian.
Man.
Comics BC.
Yeah, I didn't know she was Canadian.
Yep.
That's correct.
Oh, man.
This musician has sold over 140 million albums and was ranked as one of the top 10 most powerful celebs in the world 3 years in a row.
I'm going to say Bryan Adams every time.
No.
No, it's never Bryan
Never,
Adams.
nah.
Bieber?
You are correct.
There it is.
Holy fuck.
You guessed that. I knew you were.
That's a
friend.
harsh toke.
Never say never.
This actor has done a lot of movies, but he's most known for Traveling in Time.
Oh, Michael J. Fox?
You are correct.
Yep.
Is that it?
That is it.
That was easy.
I know, but
I didn't
mean,
do bad.
he knows it's Canadian.
90%'s not bad.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Thank
Jay.
you.
Hey, Jay Baruchel, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you
man.
for having me. That was fun
good,
as
man.
heck,
Feel
guys.
like-
Thank you.
Feel like we had you already, huh? All right. How to Train Your Dragon, the Hidden World in theaters Friday, February 22nd. Make sure you. That's this week.
This Friday.
This Friday. Make sure I'm gonna go watch it.
Yeah, you don't have to, but
Nah,
please do.
Okay. Well, the 17-year-old grown man cried at it. I'm gonna see what it does for me. All right. Sway in the morning. Shade 4-5.